Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone that can hear the sound of my voice, to this week's edition to the Petty and Ill Informed podcast, where we venture our petty and ill informed opinions about a variety of topics. It's going to be a pretty boring show tonight. The power supply on my computer went kaputski because nothing these days was built to last, and so I don't have any gameplay and I can't get any news articles. So we are just going to talk. How are you doing, Tom?
Yeah, good, man. Good. I've got a couple of things for us. But it won't be the same without your video game footage for sure.
Well, hopefully next week it will all be sorted.
What is it? Your computer playing up?
Power supply's gone.
Oh dear.
Actually, of all the things to go wrong with a computer, that's the one you want because that's really easy to fix.
Okay, as long as it hasn't fried the motherboard.
No.
How do you know it's the power supply?
You can tell from the Windows error reporting. If it says kernel power, then it's a power supply problem.
Well, it hasn't got enough power to run properly.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so it will actually boot up Windows and stuff.
Yeah. I'm using it now, but if I do anything like difficult with it, it will shut down. Like I can't play any video games.
I see. Oh well. Okay, well we'll get by.
Yeah.
So yeah, my week's been all right. Last Sunday I went up to London for the Arsenal celebration because then my team won the Premier League, and yeah, we lost the Champions League final on penalties, quite in the last second possible.
I don't think there's any shame in losing in penalties because it means you played a good game. You did your best. Everyone's tired and a penalty shootout. It's the end of the match. I don't think there's any shame in losing in penalties. I mean, that's just my opinion, though.
And it's tough. It's tough. It's just, but that's football. That's competitive sport for you.
If I do insist on being into competitive sport, there's normally more lows than highs for any team. Ultimately, by the end of the season. But so be it. But anyway, the next day I went up to London. So for about 30 seconds of seeing my team cruise past on a bus, looking exhausted and deflated after the previous night's defeat, I gave up about 10 hours of my day for that 30 seconds and an awful lot of money. Because even though the event isn't ticketed, it's just a parade around the streets. You just end up spending so much money. I mean, in London, a can of Coke was £2.75.
£2.75 for a can of Coke?
Yeah.
That's fucking ludicrous.
Yeah, exactly. But that's good old London for you. You want to be...
Go on. 50p when I was a teenager.
Well, a mixture of inflation, London prices, and not going to like somewhere sensible in London, like a corner shop, but going to there's a coffee shop in the middle of.
Oh, you went to a posh place.
St Pancras Station, so that's why it costs so much. But anyway, so be it. It was chaos coming out because, first of all, my train back from London back to Whitstable was delayed, and then they evacuated the entire station. So
evacuate the entire station.
Yeah, I don't know why, but there were later reports of knife crime. It was guts and stabbings. I mean, oh my god, it's meant to be a day of celebration, you idiots. But so be it. That I don't think anyone.
Speaking of knife crime,
yeah,
I'm not going to mention the poor lad's name because I'm disgusted with the way that people like Nigel Farage are currently grifting off his death. But there was a case in England where this poor lad got stabbed, and the people that stabbed him were Sikhs, and they said that he made a racist comment, and so the poor lad was arrested, and then died in police custody. Now, realistically, not playing devil's advocate, he was probably gonna die regardless of what happened. He'd been stabbed pretty hard, but it's been turned into a racial thing, of course, because, well, that's what happens when people use the racism thing. But the way Nigel Farage is, monetizing and making this poor kid's death about himself is frankly disgusting me. And as I said, I'm not going to name names because I don't want to do the same thing. I'm just giving a general description of the story, so if people want to investigate themselves, they can find it. But yeah, I'm pretty disgusted. I'm not a fan of true crime in general for this reason, because like a lot of true crime channels will monetize, people's greatest tragedies, and it's a bit, morbid.
Yeah, the family of the victim have said they don't want and they do not condone any violence, but that's exactly what had happened. And in one of Keir Starmer's rare moments of getting something really right, he absolutely nailed Nigel Farage for this. And that's I don't know if it was a slip of the tongue, but it was it was very accurate.
I don't like him. I've never liked him. I think that anyone that uses fear to manipulate people is somebody that's not to be trusted under any circumstances.
Absolutely. I mean, he's lining his pockets rather nicely through all of this. I mean, it's not even a secret that, it is ghastly. And what's curious is that only like a year ago, I mean, I think as to whether or not what way the police lean on in terms of racism, I mean, you'd find that there's differences throughout different individuals within the police, as there are with all people, with all things. And it wasn't that long ago that the police were absolutely hammered for being racist towards Muslims in their Charing Cross branch, as covered in BBC Panorama. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Panorama all the time, but there was no getting away from what they had what they had shown and what they had seen. It's all ghastly. I mean, I think quite simply, the police need to treat everybody the same. I mean, I don't think you'd find many people who disagree with that, but actually doing that is quite tricky.
We remember that case a few years back where a group of Muslims were doing bad things to a bunch of little white girls, and the police didn't want to touch it because it was a massive racist, there really needs to be a line in the sand drawn where we're like, listen, we either treat everyone the same, or we have like either a Christian nation or a Muslim nation or a Jewish nation, because this whole fucking rules for thee and not for me, it just isn't working. So we just need to either fully commit to the rules to thee or not for me system, or everyone needs to be treated equally. That's my top 2 cents.
I can only just about make sense of that, but I think I agree with what you're saying.
Sorry. I mean, like, we either fully commit and say, all right, these groups of people get special treatment and these people don't, or everyone's treated exactly the same.
Well, I think the latter model fits with natural justice.
Yeah, well, so do I, but I'm just saying, like, that's got to be the way it works, because, well, yeah, it's just like completely mental the way things are right now. And it's not, and I really don't like Nigel Farage. I really don't see why people are stupid enough to fall for this shtick again.
No, I agree. I think he's really exploitative, and just I think he's corrupt. I think he's openly embezzling, well, profiteering from all this, and yeah, he's not a very nice man.
No, he's a scumbag, and it does wind me up that people fall for his shtick.
I don't know if he's quite as bad as Donald Trump, but if he was in power, maybe he would be.
I can say that for England. At least we're not stupid enough to give him any sort of real power.
But not yet.
Come on, man. The Tories or Labour are always going to be in charge.
I don't know. It does feel like we could be near the end of the two-party system. I don't know. I'd love to be wrong.
Too much.
I'd love to be wrong.
A lot of people are going to be voting Green. A lot of people are going to be voting Reform, but most people are going to be voting Tory or Labour.
Well, I hope so. It's it's interesting that this. I've got a lot of reading I need to do about Andy Burnham and about what he represents, what he stands for. It doesn't feel like. Well, I mean, I've been a Labour supporter all my life, and it really doesn't feel like our Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, has got any chance of turning the party's fortunes around.
Right, you think? I mean, I like Keir Starmer, as you know.
Well, I would love to be wrong, but I don't know if the party and the country can rally behind him. I really don't. I'd love to be wrong, and if there was a general election tomorrow, I'd be voting Labour, and I have very little doubt that I will be voting. That I won't be voting Labour. No, I have little doubt that I will be voting. To confuse myself, Labour in 3 years' time at the next general election.
Still voting Labour. You're not going to change.
No, I don't think so.
You're not going to give Green a shot.
No, I don't think so. I can't really see that.
Why not?
I mean, I think they stand for they don't stand for green issues anymore, which are the closest to my heart. They're a coalition of standing for all things for all people, and some of their policies are a bit bananas. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I personally don't have a great vibe for Zach Polanski, and I don't like the way the Green Party are appealing to so many different groups which don't have the same agendas. And so it's just not for me, really. Which is a very soft and wussy way of saying I don't agree with everything they stand for. But I don't. First, mainly, I don't get how the green issues have slipped so far down their agenda.
Well, they want to appeal. They want to actually win, so they're trying to appeal to as many people as possible.
Well, I think I'm not sure. Well, time will tell. Time will tell. I mean, I wouldn't 100% rule out ever voting Green. I think I have done in the past, in certainly in local elections. But a couple of I think one of their policies is decriminalizing all drugs and
I'm with them on that.
Well, I can see why. I can see why. I mean, the war on drugs is a bit of a. It's
a good way of creating a nice new revenue stream, and it will create new businesses. Plus, do we really need a mummy daddy style of government anymore? People are grown ups. We're allowed to drink. We're allowed to smoke. Both of those are dangerous and addictive. Why shouldn't we be allowed to do with the drugs?
I mean, I'm not. I don't. There's also. I mean, I've got to be careful, obviously, what I say as well.
Yeah, obviously. Maybe it's best if we just change the subject. Thinking about it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't think again. Sorry.
Oh, you're all right, mate. You're all right. It's there's just a lot of very contentious and issues going on for sure. But no, I've always been a Labour supporter, and I can only see myself voting for them in the next election.
Should we move on to something a bit lighter?
Yeah. What have we got?
Okay, from the Week magazine I've got before me. It must be true. I read it in the tabloids. Okay. From the Vatican City here, the Calendario Romano, aka the Hot Priest Calendar, is a popular Catholic souvenir bought every year by scores of tourists. But now it transpires that some of the hunky young clergymen it features aren't priests at all. Giovanni Galizia, 39, was 17 when he posed for the calendar and has often been on the cover since. But he confessed last week that he's never taken holy orders and is, in fact, a flight attendant for a Spanish airline. He is unrepentant. Managing to be sexy in a priest's collar is no small feat, he says.
I mean, gotta give it to him.
Oh, but what a farce. I mean, honestly, well, I wouldn't imagine if this is sanctioned by the Vatican itself anyway, but how daft. Okay. Another one, an all-you-can-eat restaurant.
You're surprised that Christians aren't completely honest.
Well, what can I say?
I mean, it's literally gotten to the point now where if anyone says that they're a good Christian person, I automatically think they're a cunt.
Well, such kind words of any description need to be made to be said to you, not by you. Okay, let's another one from the same thing, the week. An all-you-can-eat restaurant
in Gelves near Seville, I think that's France, I'm not even sure, might be Spain, has had to take drastic action to dissuade patrons from overindulging. It has introduced a vomit fee to pay for cleaning up the mess caused by satiated diners. Sushi Toro used to take pride in urging customers to eat until they burst, but now it has put up signs pleading, order only what you can eat. The owners have apologized for any inconvenience caused.
I mean, again, this seems like a good system.
Well,
I mean, you gotta have some way of being like, listen, you guys can eat, but if you throw up, there'll be consequences, so people don't throw up.
Well, yes. I mean, it's not very pleasant, is it?
No.
Oh dear. Sometimes I wonder how that. I watch a YouTuber who you might have heard of, a guy from Leeds called Beard Meets Food, and I've watched some of his videos, and I wonder how on earth he keeps some of it down.
I've never heard of him.
Oh, it's a guy from Leeds. He's able to. He goes around the world doing food challenges, and they are. Some of the amounts of food he tries to take on is absolutely ridiculous. Some of it is, and sometimes in very short, beating very short time targets as well. I mean, one he had 45 minutes to eat 1.5 kilograms of pasta, and I mean that's before it was cooked.
What? Raw pasta?
I mean, it was that much weighed out raw and then cooked.
Oh, okay.
No, not raw pasta. He ate. Now my kids, they like pasta, and a 500-gram bag of pasta does 4 meals. Does 4 of us. He ate 3 times that, so he ate 12 times what you and I would not. What you or I would be a perfectly good meal for you or I. 12 times that in 45 minutes. That's awful. Oh my word. I couldn't do that to save my life. I'd be vomiting. Bloody hell.
Yeah, that's an excessive amount of pasta. Why would you do that?
Well, because that's what he does. He does these food challenges.
Yeah, okay, but like at a certain point, you've just got to be you just got to respect your body a little bit.
I mean, I don't know if any of this is dangerous. I mean, you'd think it might be.
I can't imagine eating that much pasta is good for you.
No, I mean, I don't know if it could do long-term damage or if it can take its toll on it, but it does. It's alarm bells are ringing.
I mean, he sounds dangerously insane.
Well, he's a perfectly chatty, chirpy bloke. I mean, we could watch a video, but obviously it won't work, will it?
No. No, it won't. Today, but maybe next time.
Yeah. Oh, well. Sorry, that was my phone beeping. Now, what? Oh, yeah, today is the 6th of June, the anniversary of D-Day.
D-Day.
Your battle you believe to be overrated, Richard?
I get why it happened, and I get why people are like, "Oh, this was a great moment," because it was a great moment for the Allies. I'm not taking that away. I just feel like sending wave after wave after wave of our own men until the Germans ran out of ammo just, isn't that great of a tactical maneuver, and was just like overwhelming them with numbers. I don't see it as a great tactical victory. I just see it as like a bunch of wave after wave of our own men just dying. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's not to take away from anybody that fought. I don't think there's anyone still alive, but the people that were there and fought and survived it are genuinely badasses. I just think from a, historical tactical point of view, I don't see it was like a great tactical victory or anything.
Yeah. I see what you mean. It was a pivotal moment in World War II.
It was.
Certainly. I mean, I don't think there's any denying that. So because and I don't know, it was just it was a massive operation. I mean, the place where it really, I mean, where the tactics really fell apart was for the Americans on Omaha Beach, which is as famously seen depicted in the opening moments of Saving Private Ryan. Well, it's about the opening 40 minutes actually. It's bananas and terrible, and that really, I mean, that depicts the ghastliness of warfare far more than it was groundbreaking in that respect. I mean, you must have seen Saving Private Ryan, Richard.
Yeah, good show, good movie.
Well, it is. It is a very powerful war film, and I'm certainly a big fan. And curiously, when I rabbit hole, when I hold the Blu-ray disc up to the light, you can actually see directly through it. It is translucent, and you can partially see through it, which I've not seen on any optical media before, which is curious. Yeah, never seen before or since. Just on that one particular disc, you can somehow see through it. Don't get it, but well, hey. But yeah, today is the anniversary of D-Day. I mean, it's the people who survive, the people who are still alive who fought in World War II are getting to be about 100 years old. I mean, you think to have fought in World War II, you would have had to have been born in at the latest by about the year 1922, or maybe 1924, or something like that. So yeah, not at the latest, but roundabout, ill-informed. And so these dudes are over 100 now, and they were 20 in World War II. It really is moving from living memory to recorded history, and the passage of time is just inexorable, isn't it? It's unavoidable. It's just strange how things keep going. I mean, when me and my friend, I was reminiscing about some of the trouble me and a mate of mine called Adam got into at university, and he's like, Hippie, I mean, that's my nickname. He goes, Hippie, how do you remember stuff that happened in such detail 30 years ago? I go, I don't know, Mum. I can't remember what I had for lunch yesterday, but I can remember stuff. Him diving into a bush to escape an oncoming lecturer to whom he owed a couple of essays.
That's awesome.
That kind of thing.
I didn't never run from lecturers. I ran from the police for 3 blocks and didn't get grabbed because I was hid in a bush and they didn't see me.
I mean, that one about him in the bush, that is a bit apocryphal. What he did do was he got annoyed with me for I think he made me laugh while I was eating a sandwich, or I wouldn't stop giggling, and he threw a drink in my face, which totally went down the wrong way, and I coughed, and I think I vomited on his bedroom floor. And to get me back, he then went into my room and urinated onto the carpet. And it's that sort of thing that did happen, and that sort of thing that I can remember, which we're not proud of, but it's daft to recall. But that's exactly what he did when we were 19.
That's legendary.
Yeah, he did. He was he was playing Micro Machines Military on the Sega Mega Drive, playing a level called Dung Disaster, I think it was called, and there's these dung beetles around, and then I found this hilarious. Kept saying stupid things like "oh poo," "oh feces," "oh watch out," and he just kept going shut up," and threw a drink in my face, and then and that's how it all happened. Yeah, but yeah. We were very much like the In-Betweeners in some ways, and had about as much success with girls as well. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't have much success with girls until I was into my 20s.
Oh, mate, same here. I got my first girlfriend at I was 20 years old, yeah, when I got my first snog.
Yeah, I didn't lose my virginity until I was in my 20s.
Yes, yes, of course, same here.
It was just like I had a very steep learning curve that, like, you grow up being told, women like assertive and they like this and they like that. And then you find out it's all bollocks. And what women really want is someone that can make them laugh.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
the rest of it is just, you can be supportive and loving and kind and there for them. But if you can make them laugh, that's half the battle.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, that is important. I mean, Hannah and I can make each other laugh sometimes. Actually, do you know what I actually think is the single most important thing in a relationship? In my opinion, so the cats are going bananas and fighting each other. I'm not sure why, but anyway, the thing that I think is the most important, actually, in keeping a relationship going, in my experience, is the timely and sincere use of the word sorry.
Sincere use of the word sorry.
Yes, when you've screwed up, own your shit.
Yeah. I mean that does help.
Exactly, it helps a lot. I mean, I've known people who are not very good at saying they're sorry, and it really, really doesn't help. It doesn't help anything run smoothly at all. And so, yeah, personally, I'm personally that's the thing that I think has certainly in my marriage with my dear wife. I think that's the thing that has sometimes really, really, really helped and really made the difference. Certainly, I mean, it's hard to resolve problems properly without that.
Yeah.
And we have a very happy and a very peaceful marriage, I'm pleased to say. And I don't think we would have if we weren't prepared to say sorry when one of us had been in a foul mood and taken it out on the other or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, it's just all part of a healthy level of introspection. Is being able to say sorry when you've screwed up, because we all do from time to time. No one's perfect.
Gabby disagrees.
Oh, does she?
Well, she is a woman, so she's got like expert opinion on this.
Yeah.
Love means never having to say you're sorry. Ugh. If you could disagree without quoting an 80s movie, that would be fucking great.
Oh.
But yeah. I mean, but I find make women laugh, make women feel comfortable, be supportive, and treat them aggressively in the bedroom.
No comment. I'm not going there. One thing that's I found an interesting one that my friend Claire told me. She said she encountered a couple of adverts for AI girlfriends and boyfriends, and the interesting thing was that was the way they follow stereotypes. The AI girlfriends were like it was all physical. They're all curvaceous and hourglass, blood, supermodel looks, bloody blah blah, that sort of rubbish. And they, well, I mean, for me, I think the whole idea of an AI girlfriend is very worrying and self-defeating. And
it's the blokes that manage to get their AI girlfriend to break up with them that will probably be the future entertainment for us and the Kiwi farms.
yeah.
I'm waiting for that to happen, to hear about the first bloke that's gotten dumped by his AI girlfriend.
They'd only do that if they thought it was what you really wanted.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why it would be funny.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I can see it in the Daily Star's agony aunt column or something. So the stereotypical thing is that the AI women or girls look like that. Yeah, well, not girls, obviously. Young women, late teens, or early 20s. I'd imagine they're designed to replicate. And anyway, they then for boys, for the AI men or boys, whatever they are, probably the same sort of age, late teens, early 20s. They all say, but the emphasis isn't so much on the physicality, is that I will really listen to you. That's the thing that they use to market those. Like you're finally, to get a boyfriend who'll really listen to you, get an AI boyfriend.
Yeah. I don't understand these people that are talking to AI bots.
Oh, it's I'll never. I have as little to do with AI as possible.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. It erodes real creativity, and
Oh yeah, yeah, it really does. I don't like the. I mean, the graphics design industry, I've been told, has almost collapsed, like almost overnight, due to AI's ability to create logos and graphic designs and images and things like that. And it's all this stuff uses an immense amount of electricity and water in the world. It's extremely power hungry and energy intensive, all this AI. And we've got it forced on us, whether we like it or not. I mean, if you Google anything now, you get all the AI results first. It's really not pleasant. And I mean, there are, I had an interesting one here. There's an app out there called Suno, and if you download it and you subscribe to it, and the more you pay, the more features you get, kind of thing. And what it does is you put in some words or some lyrics, and it uses AI and a few prompts from you to generate an entire song. And I know a guy at my work who does this, and I've been a little bit cynical about it. I thought, I think this I worry for what this could do for the entire industry and creativity and things. I'm worried about this, and I don't like the look of this. And what happened? But what I have said to this colleague I work with, he said, but the bit that is from you, the most authentic and original part of this that's you, is the words, and they're your poems, right? He says, yeah. I said, right, I'll buy your poetry book. And I've got it on my shelf over there, signed copy of something with no AI involved, and for me, that's worth a lot more. But what's a bit, but before I, go too harsh on Suno and all this, there's somebody I very, very vaguely know in a Facebook group about Doctor Who. They posted that they've been doing the same thing with the same app, and the tunes that have been coming out of it, there's another company that he's been paid that will turn it into a CD that he's got complete copyright over. And he said and this is a person who is often posting about very heavy depression and serious mental health. And he says that this has given him such a buzz and such a, well, not a buzz, but such a joy. And would I take that away from him? I mean, obviously I'm not going to say anything. But what would I? Is this a genuine positive? Maybe I don't know enough. Maybe I don't know everything. But you know, I can't begrudge this guy the joy he's getting from this. Just feels mean to do that, but personally, I'll avoid it myself as far as I can for as long as I can. But it's alarmingly, it's becoming increasingly interwoven into more and more aspects of life.
Yes, it is. And it's becoming, unfortunately, you know, a daily part of our lives.
Yeah.
And there doesn't seem to be anything anyone can do to stop it.
No,
Which is
I mean,
a little bit annoying.
there are articles that are I've read articles about, you know, there is a growing resentment against it. Yeah, there is among especially among a lot of young people. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's voice would have to grow very strong for any of these big companies, these big tech companies, to think again.
Nothing's gonna convince the big tech companies to think again.
Well, their wallets would. This would have to hit them there.
Yeah, that's true. If you can get them to, if you get people to boycott, you know, anything for even a few days, and that'll change people's minds sharpish about things.
It'd be special, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, if everybody boycotted petrol for like 2-3 days, you can bet your ass price of that would go down very quickly.
Yeah. Hang on.
Yeah. How can we boycott petrol? I've got the bad one upstairs is making some noise. I've got to go and have a word. Not that he's bad, but you know what I mean. I'll be right back.
Alrighty then. Well, we've got there's a lot of stuff going on there. Thank you for sending me that clip, Gabby. I'll watch it after the show. Yeah, no, I've maintained for a long time that, you know, if you really, you know, really want to get with a woman, your best option is for making her laugh. And not like in a, I don't know what the word is here I'm trying to say. Not like, oh, I want to sleep with her, so I'm going to make her laugh. If you want to be with her, as in be with her, be a couple, then that is honestly mine.
I've had a word.
And?
Well, hopefully he's going to pipe down. We can but hope. Oh, right.
Was there anything else you wanted to talk about? How's EastEnders been?
EastEnders was pretty good this week. The whole thing took place in one night, which was
what, the whole week?
Yeah, the whole week. All 4 episodes this week was one night. It was the reception to Vicky and Ross's wedding.
Uh-huh.
We saw a lot of things happen. We watched Ian accidentally run down a kid. He's been arrested. So that's bringing his political career to a very, very serious end very quickly. We saw Max propose to Cindy, get rejected. So he slept with Priya because he was feeling rejected. And then Cindy came and accepted his proposal. So that's going to all blow up at some point.
Right.
George, he didn't kill Eddie, but he just let Eddie die, which I was surprised because I didn't think he had it in him. Yeah, it was a pretty good week on the old EastEnders.
Okay. Well, I guess we've have we reached a natural conclusion?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I would too. Despite not having Nikki, we've managed to hopefully be remotely interesting for 45 minutes.
Yeah, I think we've done all right.
Yeah.
Considering.
Okay. Well, cheers, everybody, and good night.
Good night, everyone.